football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right. Blue strike. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
3-3. 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
Hey, go Fury. Ultra. Go Ultra.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Ready?
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Red, cycle. Set, cut.
The Lance going to throw. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Vikings at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ready.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Zoom back. Check smash. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Agnew now to return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Faking the give, now Watson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Watson on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off of play action, it's Watson. Pass incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. First and 10, Watson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 5.
Check, Fury. Strike. Strike. Hut, hut.
Going right back to Akers.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Rail, yellow. Steel, black. Hut, hut.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
standing just about on his own goal line. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
This will be taken at the 10. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Lance now on 1st down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And Lance's throw into the hands of Henry here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yellow. Light blue. Red, cycle. Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance. He completes it to Olave. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Lance. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Lance. This will be caught by Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Ready?
6.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
22 needle.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Red, yellow. Blue, go.
From the gun on third down, Lance. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A 62-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go right back to Nwangu. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
White. Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Lance to throw on second down here. To the sideline and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Steal. Check steal.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Slide through. Rail, cycle. Ready.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they're going to speed things up here. Watson off play action. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
How about flaws for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Gets through, and now an opening. He's still on his feet. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, an even 90 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watson changing the play. On 2nd down, here's the Wonder. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Deshaun Watson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go, set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
17.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
A give up the middle to Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
From
the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Set.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Strike. Check. Strike. Smash. Smash. Hey, go steal. Ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, red. Shovel, 38. 6. Mega. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a breaking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Okay, ready?
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Claws red. Black shot.
Now Lance. That is caught. Down inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes.